This is to advise the general public that in compliance with Chapter 231 of the Public Laws of 1975, entitled Senator Byron M. Bear Open Public Meeting Act, New Jersey Consumer Control Commission on December 8, 2021, filed with Secretary of State at the State House in Trenton an annual meeting schedule. On December 9, 2021, copies were mailed to subscribers. Any member of the public who wishes to address the commission will be given the opportunity to do so before the commission adjourns for the day. Please acknowledge the Pledge of Allegiance.
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Welcome, everyone who is joining us remotely today. As a measure to mitigate the spread of COVID-19 and to protect the health and safety of meeting participants, as well as members of the public interested in the meeting, the Commission is continuing to use remote collaboration technology for meeting participants. The public is able to listen through access provided on the Commission's website, as well as through our YouTube channel. We will accept public comments via email. Public comments can be sent to public.comments@ccc.nj.gov. I will repeat that address. Public, PUBLIC.comments, COMMENTS, @cc.nj.gov, beginning now and any time throughout the meeting, ending at the time of adjournment. This meeting is being transcribed as well as recorded, and minutes will be available on our website in due course. To meeting participant callers, I ask that you follow the instructions provided with the web link or audio call-in code and place your phones on mute until your matter is called. Also, please remember to identify yourself before speaking.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Good morning. Please answer when I call your name for the record, please. Commissioner Molina,
Present.
Vice Chair Cooper,
Present.
and Chairman Pelosi.
Present.
Thank you. Matters discussed in closed session this morning included employee license matters, approval of the November 9, 2021 closed session minutes, update regarding litigation, Juana Torres versus City of Atlantic City and Casino Control Commission, Atlantic County Superior Court, the adoption of amendments to the approval of adoption of amendments to or the rescission, respectively, of certain policies within the Commission's personnel policy and procedure manual, including COVID-19 vaccination and testing policy, alternative work week, building security policy, drug and alcohol policy, hire promote policy, overtime policy, personnel policy, properly discarding confidential information policy, weather emergency policy, hire promote policy, let's repeat, shift preference determination policy, resignation and retirement policy, and smoking policy. For your consideration is agenda item number 1, which is the ratification of the minutes of the December 8, 2021 public portion of the meeting.
Are there any questions for council or corrections?
No.
Hearing none, is there a motion?
Mr. Chairman, I move to ratify the minutes of the December 8th, 2021 meeting.
Is there a second?
Mr. Chairman, I second the motion.
Any further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed, same sign. Ayes have it.
Thank you. Item number 2 is the annual election of the vice chair.
Are there any questions for council? Hearing none, I will make a motion to nominate Commissioner Alicia Cooper as the vice chair of the commission until the reorganization meeting in January 2023.
Mr. Chairman, I second the motion.
I have it. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye. Aye. Congratulations, Vice Chair Commissioner Cooper.
Thank you, and Mr. Chairman and Commissioner Molyneux, I'd just like to thank both of you for your support.
Thank you.
Thank you. Item number 3 are applications for initial casino key employee licenses. They include Matthew G. Capiro, Stephen F. Dominowski, Cooper J. Fiadino, Christopher T. Hartney, Eduardo Morales, also known as Eduardo Morales Perez, Joseph D. Salvato, Noah A. West, and Martin T. Williamson. The matters of Eduardo Morales and Noah A. West will be called separately. With respect to the remaining items, they have been reviewed by the Division of Gaming Enforcement. Staff has reviewed them as well and recommend that you grant the initial casino key employee licenses of those 6 individuals.
Are there any questions on any of these matters?
No.
Hearing none, is there a motion?
Mr. Chairman, I move to grant the 6 initial casino key employee licenses.
Is there a second?
Mr. Chairman, I second the motion.
Any further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Ayes have it.
Thank you. With respect to Eduardo Morales, the division has reviewed that matter, as has staff, and there is a recommendation that Mr. Morales' initial casino key employee licenses be granted.
Are there any questions regarding this matter? Hearing none, is there a motion?
Mr. Chairman, I move to grant the initial casino key employee license.
Is there a second? I'll second that motion. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed?
No.
Ayes have it.
Thank you. In the matter of 3G, Noah A. West, the Division of Gaming Enforcement has reviewed that matter, as has staff, and there is a recommendation that his matter be remanded to the contested case process.
Are there any questions regarding this matter? Hearing none, is there a motion?
Mr. Chairman, I move to remand for a hearing the initial casino key employee license application of Noah A. West.
Is there a second?
Mr. Chairman, I second the motion.
Any further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed? Ayes have it.
Thank you. Item number 4 are applications for resubmitted casino key employee licenses and/or for qualification. They include Anita S. Branco, Lynn S. Curreri, also known as Lynn S. Danchak, John J. Forelli, also known as John J. Focarelli, Yvette J. Rivera, also known as Yvette J. Rivera Alamar, and Juan D. Salazar. Each of those matters have been reviewed by the Division of Gaming Enforcement and Commission licensing staff with a recommendation that each resubmission be granted. The matter of Mr. Forelli will be called separately, as he requires qualification as well as licensure, and a roll call vote accordingly.
Are there any questions for council on any of these matters? Hearing none, is there a motion?
Mr. Chairman, I move to grant the 4 resubmitted casino key employee licenses.
Is there a second?
Mr. Chairman, I second the motion.
Any further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed? Ayes have it.
Thank you. With respect to Mr. John J. Forelli, he is for resubmitted casino key employee license and qualification as Senior Vice President, Chief Information Officer for AC Ocean Walk LLC. Again, there is a recommendation that his key and qualification be granted.
Are there any questions regarding this matter? Hearing none, is there a motion?
Mr. Chairman, I move to grant resubmitted key license and qualification.
Is there a second?
Mr. Chairman, I second the motion.
Any further discussion? Hearing none, roll call vote.
Commissioner Molyneux,
Yes.
Vice Chair Cooper,
Yes.
and Chairman Pelosi.
Yes.
Okay, thank you very much. Item number 5 are approvals through delegation of authority between December 2, 2021 and January 4, 2022 pursuant to resolution number 17011111C. We do have Ishay Mansouri licensing on the line to review those matters with you. However, no action is required.
Good morning, Chairman and Commissioners. This is Ishan Mansouri, Casino Control Commission Supervisor Licensing Unit. Between December 2, 2021 and January 4, 2022, the staff of the Regulatory Affairs Division granted the following approvals via delegated authority. On December 10, 2021, temporary casino key employee licenses were granted to Lisa L. Watson for a racebook supervisor position, and Sydney L. Terrell for an assistant security shift manager position, both at Brigada, and Amy Sue for a dual rate shift manager position at Bally's Atlantic City. On December 15, 2021, a temporary casino key employee license was granted to Nicholas R. Simonson for an information security officer position at Ocean Casino. On December 16, 2021, a temporary casino key employee license was granted to Sanya R. Lin for dual rate slot services shift manager position at Harris Atlantic City. On December 17, 2021, a temporary key employee license was granted to Jose A. Sepulveda Cruz for a table games floor manager position at Brigada. On December 21, 2021, a temporary casino key employee license was granted to Peter D. Haggerty for a table games floor manager position at Brigada. On December 23, 2021, a temporary casino key employee license was granted to Michael Lamb for a poker shift manager position at Tropicana Atlantic City. And on December 29, 2021, a temporary casino key employee license was granted to Lotrin Gunter for a credit executive position at Ocean Casino. This shall memorialize the noted approvals that were granted by delegated authority during this period, and no further commission action is required. Thank you.
Thank you. Item number 6 for your consideration are request for inactivation of casino key employee licenses. Again, Mr. Mansouri will review those matters with you.
This is Ishan Mansouri, Casino Control Commission once again. In lieu of filing a casino key employee license review application, the following 6 individuals have requested to be placed on the casino key employee approved inactive list, not to exceed 5 years, and they are Teresa B. Dunn, also known as Teresa B. Elliott, Jennifer L. Gint, Alan S. Corman, Franco Pili, Stephen T. Snyder, and Jeffrey B. Washington. Commission staff has reviewed this request and recommends granting the requested relief. Thank you.
Are there any questions on any of these matters? Hearing none, is there a motion?
Mr. Chairman, I move to grant the requested relief and order that the 6 casino key employee licenses be inactivated.
Is there a second?
Mr. Chairman, I second the motion.
Any further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed? Ayes have it.
Thank you. Item number 7 is consideration of the lapsing of certain casino key employee licenses. And again, Mr. Mansouri will review those matters.
Ishan Mansouri, once again, Casino Control Commission, Supervisor Licensing Unit. At this time, there are 6 individuals for your consideration to lapse their casino key employee license. The casino key employee license review application filing deadline for following individual has passed. None of this individual has filed a casino key employee license review application or requested to be placed on the inactive list. Based on these facts, staff recommends that casino key employee licenses of the listed individuals be deemed to have lapsed. There are Linda A. Connelly, as known as Linda A. Parker, Michael W. Curtis, Jonathan J. DiPilato, Sean James, Randy J. Lundy, and Michael J. Pavlenko.
Are there any questions on any of these matters?
No.
Hearing none, is there a motion?
Mr. Chairman, I move to find that the 6 casino key employee licenses lapsed pursuant to NJAC 19:41A-6.1F of the regulations.
Is there a second?
Mr. Chairman, I second the motion.
Any further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed? Ayes have it.
In the matter of 7D, Gerald J. Hicks Sr., that matter is called separately as its unique situation, and I defer again to Mr. Mansour to review it with you.
Thank you. Ishan Mansouri, once again, Casino Control Commission. With regards to Gerald J. Hicks Sr., his casino key employee license was lapsed at the most recent commission public meeting on December 8, 2021. Subsequently, Mr. Hicks submitted a written request to have his casino key employee license reactivated, along with a completed casino key employee license review application and the required filing fee. Commission staff has reviewed Mr. Hicks' request and recommends that the prior order to lapse Gerald J. Hicks Sr.'s casino key employee license be vacated, and that the key employee license to be reactivated to license status pending review of his renewal application. Thank you.
Are there any questions regarding this matter? No. Hearing none, is there a motion?
Mr. Chairman, I move to grant the requested relief and vacate Commission Order Number 21-12-8-8-D, lapsing Gerald J. Hicks Sr.'s casino key employee license, and order that his casino key employee license be reactivated to licensed status pending review of his renewal application.
Is there a second?
Mr. Chairman, I second the motion.
Any further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed? Ayes have it.
Thank you. Item number 8 is the consideration of the initial decision in the matter of the appeal of AB for removal from the self-exclusion list. Senior Counsel Teresa Pimpinelli will review that with you.
Good morning, Chairman and Commissioners. Teresa Pimpinelli, Senior Counsel, appearing for the Commission. For your consideration is the December 6, 2021 initial decision of Hearing Examiner Cooper in the matter of the appeal of AB for removal from the self-exclusion list. This matter is an appeal from the Division's July 20th, 2021 final agency action denying AB's request to be removed from the self-exclusion list prior to the expiration of the term for which he enrolled. After holding oral argument, Hearing Examiner Cooper found that appellant AB had failed to demonstrate he was improperly placed on the self-exclusion list. You have the complete record in this matter, which is subject to the confidentiality and exclusion requirements. No exceptions were filed. Appellant, I believe, is here pro se, and the division is represented by Jennifer Russo-Bellis, and I would now ask both to enter their appearances and proceed. I remind the Commission that appellant's identity is confidential.
Thank
you. Good morning, Commission. Jennifer Russo-Bellis on behalf of the division.
Division, proceed.
Thank you, Your Honor. As Ms. Pimpinelli indicated, the division has reviewed the initial decision and there has been no exceptions filed. We rely on our arguments that were presented both in our written papers and during the oral argument that was made to Vice Chair Cooper. We believe that the decision made by Vice Chair Cooper was proper and appropriate, and we are asking the Commission to uphold that decision.
Thank you. Mr. AB, are you on the line?
Yes, I am.
Okay, please proceed, sir.
I noticed in the final verdict or whatever that they said that I didn't
1 second,
contact the
Mr. AB. We will have you sworn briefly.
Mr. A.B., do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth?
Yes.
Thank you.
So
Proceed,
in
sir.
the papers that I got from the final decision, it says that I didn't contact the commission for 3 days after, which is not true because if the division did their due diligence, they would see that I did contact them through DraftKings or whatever, like literally the day like I got the email, like the morning of, and DraftKings contacted you guys and they basically told me to contact you, but they were in contact with you guys immediately from the start as soon as I got the email. And also, in terms of the division, they failed to, I believe, do my hearing or like grant my like appeal for like almost a year, and it's been like 2 years now. Basically, we're coming up on 2 years now. And in terms of the self-exclusion, like I stated in the original case, I meant to do cool down, and I said it was going to do it until the start of the NBA, and if the NBA season during the COVID lockdown or whatever during the bubble, and it was 5 weeks. It was literally like 5 weeks from the time that I meant to do it, and if you do the math from the time that I did it from the start of the NBA, it matches up.
Thank you, sir. We appreciate your testimony. We reviewed the matter, the commissioners here, and we believe that the Commissioner Cooper made the right call. So I will make a motion to adopt the initial decision and find that the appellate failed to demonstrate that he did not intentionally place himself on the self-exclusion list as required by NJAC 13:69G-2.2C, and deny his request to be removed from the self-exclusion list prior to his June 6, 2025 expiration date. Is there a second?
Mr. Chairman, I second the motion.
Any further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed? Ayes have it.
Item number 9 is consideration of the complaint in State of New Jersey versus Margarita Rivera for a casino key employee license. Senior Counsel Tristan Pimpinelli will address that matter.
Good morning again, Chairman and Commissioners. Teresa Pimpinelli, Senior Counsel, appearing for the Commission. Before you is a complaint filed December 20th, 2021, in which the division seeks the immediate suspension of Ms. Rivera's casino key employee license based on a September 22, 2021 charge, 1 count of theft by unlawful taking or disposition, a 4th-degree offense. The division alleges this is inimical under the Act and to casino operations and therefore disqualifying, and has asked that the Commission suspend Ms. Rivera's casino key employee license pending resolution of the matter. Ms. Rivera was notified of today's proceedings. Staff has not received any communication from her. You have staff's memo and recommendation for this matter. I believe Jocelyn Fedowitz is here on behalf of the division, and I would just ask her to enter her appearance for the record and proceed.
Morning, Chairman and Commissioners. Jocelyn Fedowitz, Deputy Attorney General on behalf of the Division of Gaming Enforcement. As Council already outlined for you, on December 20th, 2021, the division filed a complaint and an application seeking the immediate suspension and ultimate revocation of the Plenary casino key employee license of respondent Margarita Rivera. As set forth more fully in the division's complaint, Margarita Rivera was charged on September 22nd, 2021 with 1 count of theft, a 4th-degree offense, in violation of NJSA 2C:20-3A. This theft was in connection with Margarita Rivera's employment as a cage supervisor at Resorts Casino Hotel. This criminal charge is currently pending adjudication. This criminal charge, as well as the underlying conduct, is disqualifying pursuant to sections 86C1, 86C3, 86D, and 86G of the Casino Control Act. Additionally, given the alleged conduct in the criminal charge, Margarita Rivera lacks the good character, honesty, and integrity required of casino key employee licensure by Section 89E2 of the Casino Control Act. Accordingly, the division respectfully requests the immediate suspension of respondent's casino key employee license pending the final resolution of the division's complaint. Thank you.
Thank you. Ms. Pompanelli, just to verify, the Margarita Rivera never responded to our application for suspension, correct?
Correct. I have not heard from her, and I have no way to contact her except through the addresses that we have on file.
Thank you. Yeah. Are there any questions for council? Hearing none, is there a motion?
Mr. Chairman, I move to grant the division's application to suspend Margarita Rivera's casino key employee license and remand the matter for a contested case hearing before the commission.
Is there a second?
Mr. Chairman, I second the motion.
Any further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Ayes have it.
Thank you. Item number 10 is consideration of the initial casino key employee licensure and plenary qualification of Michael T. Kane to serve as Vice President of Security for Boardwalk Regency, LLC, doing business as Cesar's Atlantic City. This matter initially came before you as a petition for Mr. Kane's temporary casino key employee licensure and temporary temporary qualification on a May 28, 2021 petition. You heard the matter on June 9, 2021, and granted the temporary status. The division has now reported plenarily, and the matter is before you for consideration of his initial casino key employee license and plenary qualification. I believe counsel for petitioner, Bessie Sacco, is here, as for the division, Connor Martin, and I would ask that they enter their appearances and address the matter.
Good morning, Chairman Pelosi, Vice Chair Cooper, and Commissioner Molyneux, Beth Sacco, Caesars Entertainment Vice President, Chief Counsel, Regional Operations, appearing on behalf of this matter for the plenary qualification and initial casino key employee licensure for Michael Kane, Vice President of Security for Caesars Atlantic City. As Diana Fauntleroy just mentioned, that this matter was before you on June 9th, and Mr. Kane was granted his temporary licensure and temporary qualification. The division has made a recommendation that Mr. Kane be granted his plenary qualification and initial casino key employee license. I have reviewed the resolution and I find it to be acceptable, and I would respectfully request that the commission enter this order. Thank you.
Good morning, Chairman and Commissioners. Connor Martin, Deputy Attorney General for the Division of Gaming Enforcement. The division filed a plenary report dated December 21st, 2021, recommending that Michael T. Kane be granted a casino key employee license and be plenarily qualified to serve as Vice President of Security for Caesars Atlantic City, pardon me. We have reviewed the draft resolution and have no objection. Thank you.
Thank you. Are there any questions for council? Hearing none, is there a motion?
Mr. Chairman, I moved to adopt the draft resolution and A, grant an initial casino key employee license to Michael T. Kane pursuant to NJSA 5:12-89B, and B, find Mr. Kane qualified to serve as Vice President of Security for Boardwalk Regency, LLC, in accordance with NJSA 5:12-85.1 and NJAC 13:69C-2.6.
Is there a second?
Mr. Chairman, I second the motion.
Any further discussion? Hearing none, roll call vote.
Commissioner Molyneux,
Yes.
Vice Chair Cooper,
Yes.
and Chairman Pelosi.
Yes.
Thank you. Item number 11 are delegations of authority to commission chairman and commission staff. The first delegation is identified as 11, which is a review of the commission's internal audit committee resolution pursuant to Executive Order 122, former Governor McGreevey. In this instance, in light of the reappointment of Vice Chair Cooper, her ability to serve on the audit committee is in conflict with the constricts of Executive Order 122, and staff recommends that Commissioner Molyneux be appointed to serve in the capacity. The remaining responsibilities under the audit committee resolution are not revised.
Are there any questions regarding this matter? Hearing none, is there a motion?
Mr. Chairman, I move to adopt the draft resolution and appoint Commissioner Joyce Molyneux to the Commission's Audit Committee.
I'll second that motion. Any further discussion? Hearing none, roll call vote.
Commissioner Molyneux,
Yes.
Vice Chair Cooper,
Yes.
and Chairman Pelosi.
Yes.
11A is a proposed resolution regarding delegation of authority to the chairman. It readopts a number of the delegated authorities that were previously designated to the chairman. However, it also includes a delegation to allow for the chairman to appoint an audit committee member, as we just did for Commissioner Molyneux, in the event of a vacancy or inability to serve within the meaning of the Casino Control Act and Executive Order 122. It also revises and grants the chairman the authority under very limited circumstances, including a showing of good cause, inability to have a meeting in a timely order, and the no objection from the division for a potential casino key employee license applicant that has withdrawn their application in good order and seeks to reapply within the one-year ineligibility period. So under those limited circumstances, the chairman would have the delegated authority to make that determination.
Are there any questions regarding any of these matters? No. Hearing none, is there a motion?
Mr. Chairman, I move to adopt the resolution delegating authority to perform certain functions to the chairman.
Is there a second?
Mr. Chairman, I second the motion.
Any further discussion? Hearing none, roll call vote.
Commissioner Molyneux,
Yes.
Vice Chair Cooper,
Yes.
and Chairman Pelosi.
Yes.
11B is the resolution, proposed resolution readopting certain delegated authorities to the Director of Regulatory Affairs, and it does include revisions regarding addressing the temporary key employee licensure status, as well as amendments to the tax ability to certify tax audits, together with amendments to those audits. Those matters have been reviewed with you, and to the extent that you have any questions, I believe that they have been addressed, and we do recommend that you adopt the draft resolution.
Are there any questions regarding any of these matters?
No.
Hearing none, is there a motion?
Mr. Chairman, I move to adopt the resolution delegating authority to perform certain functions to the Director of Regulatory Affairs.
Is there a second?
Mr. Chairman, I second the motion.
Any further discussion? Hearing none, roll call vote.
Commissioner Molyneux,
Yes.
Vice Chair Cooper,
Yes.
and Chairman Pelosi.
Yes.
Thank you very much for your patience and diligence as reviewed and made the appropriate amendments to those delegations of authority. In accordance with Resolution 22-120803, the next closed session shall be held on Wednesday, February 9, 2022, at 9:30 a.m. in the Commission offices.
Thank you. This is the public participation portion of the meeting. Ms. Fauntleroy, do we have any comments?
Mr. Chairman, I have been advised that there have been no email comments made.
No comment? The public participation portion of the meeting is now closed. Is there a motion to adjourn?
Mr. Chairman, I'll make that motion.
Is there a second?
I second the motion, Mr. Chairman.
All in favor? Say aye. Aye. Opposed? Ayes have it. The meeting is now adjourned. Thank you.